Unseen lines divide nations and occasionally individuals. Shaped by history, politics, and war, these lines affect the movement of people, goods, and ideas. They can symbolize collaboration or discord, with some posing serious danger due to ongoing disputes and unstable politics. Today we're taking you on a quick global tour, visiting 10 perilous international borders, so get ready for a thrilling journey. At number 10 we find ourselves at the Ethiopia-Eritrea Border. This line in the sand tells a tale of a bitter feud rooted in the annals of history. The animosity between Ethiopia and Eritrea is a complex narrative, one that dates back to the middle of the 20th century. The two nations were embroiled in a brutal war that lasted from 1998 to 2000, a conflict that resulted in a staggering loss of life and livelihoods. Despite a peace deal signed in 2018, the border remains a hotspot of tension and unease. The echoes of artillery fire and the specter of soldiers on guard are a grim reminder of the region's turbulent past. This border, a silent testament to a bitter past, is a stark example of how geopolitical disputes can escalate and persist, transforming peaceful boundaries into zones of conflict. A silent testament to a bitter past, the Ethiopia-Eritrea border is a vivid reminder of how borders can turn hostile. Moving further west, we reach the Colombia-Venezuela border. This border, stretching over 1,000 miles, has become a hotspot of tension and conflict due to political turmoil. The two countries, despite sharing a common history and culture, are at odds politically, causing a great deal of strife and danger along this border. The political instability in Venezuela, marked by an economic crisis and hyperinflation, has led to an exodus of Venezuelans seeking refuge in neighboring Colombia. This refugee crisis has exacerbated the situation, leading to increased crime and violence in the border regions. The border has become a perilous crossing for many, fraught with danger. Smuggling of goods, from food to gasoline, is rampant, and the presence of armed groups adds another layer of threat. A symbol of political strife, the Colombia-Venezuela border stands as a testament to the power of international politics. It's a stark reminder of how political turmoil can transform a once peaceful border into a zone of danger and uncertainty. Next, we venture to Southeast Asia, to the Myanmar-Bangladesh border. This border, stretching over 170 miles, has been the stage for an immense humanitarian crisis. The Rohingya, an ethnic minority in Myanmar, have been fleeing persecution and violence, with hundreds of thousands crossing into neighboring Bangladesh. The United Nations has described the Rohingya as one of the most persecuted minorities in the world. What's more, this border isn't just a crossing point for people. It's also an epicenter for trafficking, with everything from drugs to wildlife being smuggled across. Yet amidst the bleakness, there are stories of resilience and hope. Many Rohingya have built new lives in Bangladesh, demonstrating remarkable spirit in the face of adversity. A site of immense human suffering, the Myanmar-Bangladesh border is a stark reminder of the human cost of borders. Our journey takes us next to the Middle East, specifically to the Syria-Turkey border. This border, stretching over 500 miles, has been a focal point of tension and turmoil for over a decade now. The Syrian civil war, which began in 2011, has led to an unprecedented refugee crisis, with millions of Syrians seeking refuge across this border into Turkey. This border has been a pivotal passageway for those fleeing the horrors of war, but it's not without its challenges. Turkey, grappling with its own internal issues, has had to balance humanitarian impulses with national security concerns. Despite the inherent dangers, the Syria-Turkey border remains a beacon of hope for many. It's a stark reminder of the lengths people will go to for a chance at safety and a better life. A gateway to hope for many, the Syria-Turkey border is a testament to the power of human resilience. Halfway through our list, we cross the Atlantic to the Mexico-United States border. A stretch of over 2,000 miles, it's one of the most frequently traversed borders in the world. Yet, it's not without its perils. This border has been a hotspot of illegal immigration, as people desperate for a better life risk everything to cross it. The issue is so significant that a border wall has been constructed in an effort to curb this. But the wall, in many ways, is a testament to the desperation and determination of those seeking a new life. It's a dangerous journey, fraught with harsh terrains, challenging weather conditions, and the constant fear of being caught. Despite the risks, thousands attempt this crossing each year, a fact that cements its place on our list. A symbol of division, the Mexico-United States border is a vivid reminder of the lengths people will go to for a better life. Next, we fly to South Asia, to the Pakistan-Afghanistan border. Spanning over 1,600 miles, this boundary is defined by the Durand Line, a colonial-era demarcation drawn up in the late 19th century by British diplomat Sir Mortimer Durand. Controversial from the outset, it cuts through the Pashtun tribal areas and further divides the two nations. The border has been a flashpoint for conflicts, with heavy Taliban presence contributing to its volatile state. The rugged mountainous terrain serves as a perfect hideout for various militant groups, making it a perilous zone. Moreover, the border's permeability has made it a hub for illegal activities, including drug trafficking and smuggling. This border is not just a physical line separating two countries, but also a symbol of deep-seated historical disputes and ongoing tensions. A hotbed of conflict, the Pakistan-Afghanistan border is a stark reminder of the dangers of geopolitical games. Our journey now takes us to the heart of the Middle East, to the Israel-Palestine border. This border is a focal point of a conflict that has been ongoing for more than a century, a conflict deeply rooted in national, religious, and cultural identities. The West Bank and the Gaza Strip, two territories at the very heart of this dispute, are home to millions of Palestinians. The West Bank is a hilly area, dotted with Palestinian towns and Israeli settlements, and crisscrossed by roads and walls that mark a complex, ever-changing border. Meanwhile, the Gaza Strip is a narrow coastal region, isolated from the world by a tight blockade. Life here is marked by periodic escalations of violence, making the Israel-Palestine border one of the most volatile and dangerous in the world. A symbol of a decades-long conflict, the Israel-Palestine border is a testament to the enduring power of historical disputes. We now move to East Asia, to the North Korea-South Korea border. This border, often referred to as the Demilitarized Zone or DMZ, is anything but demilitarized. It's a tangible manifestation of the ideological differences that led to the Korean War in the mid-20th century. A 2.5-mile wide buffer of landmines and watchtowers, it's a chilling testament to the intensity of the conflict between the two nations. Despite the Korean War ending over 7 decades ago, the North and South remain technically at war, with the armistice agreement serving as a mere ceasefire. This makes the DMZ one of the most heavily militarized borders in the world, with hundreds of thousands of troops stationed on both sides. The tension here is palpable, as any small incident can potentially escalate into a full-blown conflict. A symbol of division, the North Korea-South Korea border is a stark reminder of the dangers of ideological differences. We're almost at the end of our journey, and we find ourselves at the India-Pakistan border. A line drawn by history, this border is a stark reminder of the tumultuous partition of India in 1947. The division birthed two nations and sparked one of the longest-running conflicts in modern history, the Kashmir conflict. The India-Pakistan border is not just a geographic boundary, it's a line that separates two nuclear powers with a history steeped in tension and conflict. The Kashmir region, a bone of contention between the two countries, has seen several wars, making this border one of the most militarized and dangerous in the world. This border is also a symbol of the human cost of political decisions, with countless lives affected by the continuing conflict. A symbol of a bitter past and uncertain future, the India-Pakistan border is a testament to the enduring power of historical disputes. Finally, we reach the most dangerous border on our list, the Russia-Ukraine border. This border has been a hotspot of international tension since the annexation of Crimea by Russia in 2014. This move sparked a conflict that has been ongoing for over a decade now, turning this border into a dangerous flashpoint. The annexation of Crimea is a vivid example of geopolitical maneuvers, where territory and influence are the main game pieces. The ongoing conflict has escalated the danger level of this border, with skirmishes and standoffs becoming an unfortunate norm. The Russia-Ukraine border is not just a physical demarcation line, but a symbol of power politics. It underscores the complex dynamics of national interests and territorial integrity. This border is a stark reminder of how these interests can fuel conflicts, making it a dangerous territory that requires careful navigation. A symbol of power politics, the Russia-Ukraine border is a stark reminder of the power of national interests. And there you have it, the top 10 most dangerous borders in the world. From the fraught political tensions at the Ethiopia-Eritrea border, to the humanitarian crisis unfolding at the Colombia-Venezuela border. We've traversed the perilous terrains of the Myanmar-Bangladesh border and the Syria-Turkey border, and grappled with the complex issues surrounding the Mexico-United States border. We've delved into the long-standing conflicts at the Pakistan-Afghanistan border, the Israel-Palestine border, and the North Korea-South Korea border. And finally, we've confronted the realities of the India-Pakistan border, and the most dangerous of them all, the Russia-Ukraine border. Throughout this journey, we've discovered that these borders are not merely lines on a map. They are flashpoints of conflict, regions of uncertainty, and zones of danger that affect millions of lives. Remember, the situation at these borders can change rapidly due to political developments and conflicts, so it's essential to stay updated with current events and consult reliable sources for the latest information. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe.